And so we're actually in the barn that my dad had built in 1996. So I kind of grew up here. We're actually at my home farm where I grew up. And so we have approximately about 1,200 little pigs here today with us. And they grow in a nursery is what we call them. So it's very warm and it's nice and cozy here. And then when they get a little bit bigger, kind of graduate if you must, they move over to a finisher where they grow up and then they become products that we all enjoy.
That's awesome. So what we're going to do is before we head into the pig barn, if you guys have any questions about Lucas, we're going to take some of those now, but I'm going to ask him a few questions to kind of get us started. So you said that you've lived here. You're the 6th generation. Mm-hmm. Did you have to go to school to be a pig farmer?
So I actually went to school for animal science at UNL, which is in Lincoln for the Huskers. And so I got a degree in animal science, learned a lot about animals, and then I came back here. So a lot of the important things that I learned there, I use on our farm every day, like nutrition and housing styles. And then I also learned a lot of it from my dad. It's a lot passed down on how to take care of the animals. So it's a lot of family tradition as well.
That's awesome. All right, so we're going to go to these schools and see if they have any questions. So let's start with Highland. Do you guys have any questions for us?
What are the pigs' names?
Where do the pigs live?
What are the pigs' names?
What are the pigs' names?
There are a few too many pigs to come up with names. So I call them guys and gals, depending on if they're a boy pig or a girl pig.
That was a good question. Thank you guys at Highland for that question. All right, let's go to that west side to Mrs. Fuller. What question do you guys have?
Oh, I think they're muted still.
So tell them your name.
My name is
There we go.
and where do the pigs come from?
So we have a special barn called a farrowing unit. It's a lot like a hospital. So the mommy pigs there are able to give birth in a very safe and clean environment. And so that's down, way down south of our house.
Good question. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Antonio.
All right, and then Sarah at Layton, do you guys have a question? Oh, nope, that's not Sarah. Sorry. All right, those are the only 2 classrooms we have. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we are going to head into the pig barn and let Lucas explain to us some of the things about what the pigs are doing in there.
Can I grab it if you got that?
I'm actually going to take it off.
Okay.
All right. One second. All right.
Guys ready?
I'm shooting my fingers away. There we go.
Oh, you guys ready? You want to flip it so it's easier for you?
Got it.
Okay, well, we are actually right now in the hallway, so we'll have the trucks back up here, and then all the pigs will come and walk in. So as they walk in, we help sort them according if they're a male pig or a female pig, and then we put them in the rooms here. So if we want to keep walking, good. So we walk here. We try to keep everything pretty clean as well. So as we keep going, we're almost here. Here's one of the rooms with all the baby pigs. And a lot of them are all sleeping right now. Hopefully you guys can see them. So what you're seeing right now is you are seeing a pen of baby pigs here. These guys are about 4 weeks old now. The big silver thing right there with kind of a yellow in it is where they're able to get their feed from. And then if we come around the corner here, right here, where these things right here are actually their waterers. So the pigs will come up and they'll press their nose on a little thing, and then it shoot water in the bottom of that pan so they can get water. And so then all the pigs then will also nuzzle the feed right there in the bottom of that tray. Let me see if I get my hand. This tray right here, and that is where they get all their feed from. And so their feed is a lot of soybean meal, cornmeal. We have some milk product in it with a lot of sugar because pigs like sugar and it keeps them happy and healthy. We want to show them how warm it is inside here right now. If I go right through here, we use computers to control all of the heating and cooling inside of our barns. So Courtney walks with me this way.
Keep coming.
Oh, yep, keep coming. We can show you that right now in that room for those little baby pigs, it is 85.5 degrees. So that means it is warm. It is summertime in there. And we constantly have fresh air being pulled into the barn with fans. And if Courtney kind of points up at this thing here, all the fresh air comes through the attic through these special inlets. So the pigs always have fresh air, fresh water, and fresh feed for them to grow happy and healthy. We keep it really warm, and it's a little chilly today. I bet it's about 40 degrees outside, but we keep it about that 85 degrees when they're little baby pigs like this, even when it's negative 12 out. And it was negative 12 here this Sunday, so it was really cold with the wind chill. So, but inside the barn, the pigs were very happy, healthy, and very nice and cozy. So that is inside of a pig barn.
All right, let's go ahead and take some questions. Let's go to Matt. Watch the screen.
Go.
There we go. Let's go to Matt at Highland.
Camera.
My name is Anthony, and I'm asking how fat can a pig be?
So a pig can grow up to almost 300 pounds. They are big guys. So they go from like 12 to 13 pounds up to 300 pounds. So they grow, and they grow about that fast in about 6 months. So they go from 12 to 300 in about 6 months.
So just to ask a question again, you know, pigs grow really fast and in a really unique way.
Mm-hmm.
You talked about it before, but can you talk about the things that help give them energy and the protein to grow?
Yeah, so corn and soybeans play a very large part of their diet. So when you're driving up and down the roads and you see those low green plants and then you see the tall green plants out in the fields, the farmers, we take those corn and soybeans on our family's farm, and then we grind them up and we process them, and then we feed them to our animals. So that's how, through corn and soybeans, we get such good big pigs. And then we take their manure, their droppings, and then we'll put that back out on our field, and it's a lot of recycling, reducing, and reusing. So it's very green, and we give the nutrients from the pigs back to the corn, and then the cycle starts all over again. So yes, pigs grow big from corn and soy.
They grow big, and not only do they grow big, but farmers do a really good job of recycling on their farms. Lucas was just explaining that process of how they use the manure and use it again on the crops for the crop nutrient cycle.
And actually all the lighting that we use inside here is all LED, so it's very, very eco-friendly. So we try to be as friendly to the environment as possible.
Absolutely. All right, let's go to West Side. This is Bowler. What question do you guys have?
Tell them your name.
My name is Kofi, and I have a question for you.
Nice and loud.
Why were when you went in the room, why were the pigs white?
Oh.
So that is their genetics. So their moms and their dads were white pigs, but we also, I want to see here, maybe
And this other one?
Yeah. Right there, actually, you can see we have an orange one, an orange guy right there. in the corner of the pen. So
So right here.
come in all different shapes and colors.
Pig. An orange pig.
Right there, see the orange one, guys?
Did not look like
Right here.
jumping over it.
So their genetics helps make them, if they're white or if they're orange, or it's their hair color.
All right, good question, you guys. Let's go back to Highland and take another question from them. You can be in this shot.
Highland, do you guys have another question?
Okay.
Hello, my name is Alfredo, and how much pigs do you have every year?
So every year I'll see around 15,000 pigs. That's what our family goes through. Thanks for the question, Alfredo.
All right, and let's take another one from West Side really quick.
Tell them your name.
My name is Thomas. Why do you keep the pigs in the pen?
So we try to keep them all sorted with sizes because animals grow to their environment. So we try to keep everybody evenly spaced, and then it also allows them so there's not boss pigs and then there's weaker pigs, pigs that aren't as demanding as the boss ones. So everybody gets a fair chance at the water, at the food, and it keeps them very spaced out and even when they grow. Thanks. Nice question, Thomas. Thanks for that.
Thank you guys for your really awesome questions.
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go back here.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so Lucas is grabbing a pig really quick, and while he's doing that, we're gonna talk a little bit about how pigs are used here in Nebraska. So can you raise your hand if you like to eat bacon? All right, so that is how pigs are where bacon comes from. And so these pigs will one day be used for meat production here in our state. So they also give us a lot of other products as well, things like medicine and other food products as well as leather. So as Lucas is bringing this pig up here, you can kind of see it behind me. Ooh, he grabs a pretty orange one. All right, so as we're looking at this pig, Lucas, how much does this pig weigh?
So right now this pig weighs about 25 pounds. So he's a hefty little guy.
And then how much food do you think he's eating every day?
So on average, he'll probably eat about 2 pounds of food. Will go through it, which isn't very much. But right now his stomach's probably about the size of that speaker. If you wanted to hold it up and show him, that's how big this little guy's stomach is.
Okay. I forgot how many weeks old is he?
About 4 weeks old. About 4 and a week, 4 and a half.
4 weeks old. All right. Anything else you want to tell us about the pig?
So pigs, unlike cattle, they have one stomach. So they're just like humans when it comes to having one stomach. Some people ask me if, pigs have multiple stomachs like cows. They just got one stomach. So
Awesome. Can you put his face kind of up there? All right. So as you guys are looking, pigs are a little bit different than humans. There's his nose right there, right?
Mm-hmm.
What do they call that? What do farmers call that?
A snout.
Okay. So there's his snout. And what noise do pigs make?
They make a squeal.
They make a squeal. You can kind of hear him doing that. All right. Does anyone, or let's go back to Highland. What questions do you guys have about this pig?
He's content.
Hi, my name is Alexander. And where do you keep the moms and dads?
The moms and dads are at that special barn that I was talking about.
They live in a different barn. Good question. All right, let's go to West Side. What question do you guys have?
Okay, bud.
Okay, tell them your name.
name is Jaden, and my question is, when they were a baby, did they come like did that one come like Orange?
Was it born?
Yes, yep. He came with what we call a belt. This is called a belt when we talk about pigs. So he has orange on the front and orange on the back, but he has a white belt through. So he came looking like this when he came to our farm. Good question, Jaden.
That's a really good question. All right, so I have a question for Lucas. Why do you raise your pig inside the barn?
So we raise our pigs inside of a barn because when it's cold outside or when it's hot outside, we can control the temperature so they're always comfortable. We also protect them from predators, and that's a big one because there's coyotes and other things like that, so it keeps them very well protected. It keeps them out of the elements, the rain, the snow, the ice, the wind, the sun, because pigs will actually sunburn. Not many people know that. Pigs will sunburn and their skin's very fair, so we also do that. And then we also keep them free from disease, so they can't get sick very easily when they're all with us inside the barn. So yeah, that's why we keep them inside of our barns, to keep them safe, happy, and healthy, and also out of all the weather.
So even when it's snowing outside, it stays super warm inside of the barn, and when it's summertime,
They get to
stay
stay cool.
All right, let's take a few more questions. Let's start with Highland again. What questions do you guys have?
Hi, my name is Peyton, and I would like to know how many orange pigs you have.
I would have to go and count. My guess is I probably have in the barn right now that looks similar to our guy here. Probably about 240 or probably have some color on them.
Thanks for your question. That was a good one. All right, let's go back to West Side. What question do you guys have?
Tell them your name.
Hi, my name is Achilles, and how old can pigs be?
How old?
We grow them up to about 6 months.
So pig age is very different than their dog age. They don't live a very long life, but they live a very happy and healthy life for sure. All right, let's go back to Highland. Let's see if there's any questions there.
You guys do make bacon?
So I do make bacon. I like a lot of it. It's very good. We do. We enjoy bacon quite a bit. And I know Courtney's family also makes bacon as well, too.
All right, let's go back to West Side.
Tell them your name.
My name is Mason, and why do pigs like sugar so much?
They are sweet too when they're babies because they like milk a lot from their moms. So that's when they like sugar, and it gives them
Sugar.
giving them lots of good energy when they're baby pigs. But as they grow older, they like more savory things in their food as well.
So more salty things, right?
Yeah, like salty,
Yeah.
like pretzels. That's kind of the taste that they more like. But as babies, they like that milk.
Good question, Mason. Thank you. All right, we are going to take 2 more questions, one from each class. Mr. Koth at Highland, what questions does your classroom have?
Hi, my name is Alexis, and I'd like to know how large can their tail get?
So I don't know if they can see him. So there's his tail. We like to, what? Yeah, we don't like them having, can they hear me still? We don't like them to have curly tails because sometimes they can get caught in things, where other pigs can pull on them. So it keeps them safe. So we dock their tails when they're really little, like a little bit of a surgery, and then that makes sure that they can stay safe and that their tails don't get caught on things or they get bitten or other things like that. So it keeps them safe.
Kind of like dogs. Some of them have long tails and some of them have short tails. It's the same kind of thing in pigs. They make them shorter. All right, good question from there. Last one from West Side.
Tell them your name.
And I want to know if pigs can actually be pink.
Oh, can pigs really be pink?
So I think that's kind of a little bit of a myth. He has a little bit of pink to his ears, but for the most part, pigs are either white or the colors that their genetics play.
Those were really good questions,
Very
you
good
guys.
questions.
Thank you guys so much for coming on our virtual field trip today. Lucas and I want to say thank you for all of your great questions. If you have any more questions, feel free to email me, and Farmer Lukas and I will do our best to answer them. Pigs in Nebraska are really important to everything that we do in agriculture, and agriculture is important to our everyday life and the things that we use all of the time. So thank you guys. See you later.